Hi, I'm Erik Paulson, and what I want to shoot now is something called the roll-through series. When I was in Hermosa Beach training at Boxing Works, I had a catch wrestling class and a submission wrestling class. And I had a kid come in, he was a high school kid, and when he came in, he was hitting whizzers, stepping over people's backs, and when they went to throw him, he would roll through and come up on top. And he did it to everybody in the class, and I was like, man, I've never seen that. And he said, oh, it's a roll through. So since then, that was 1994, 95, 96. We've had plenty of time to work on it and actually apply it. So now I came up with a series of the same move, and we've been doing this for quite some time. It's called the roll through series. This is my assistant, Trent Mao. Okay. So the first one we're going to start is going to be just from side control. So I'm in fetal side control. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to weave my arm underneath like this. And as I weave my arm under, he's going to whizzer. A lot of people start to whizzer you here. So when he's whizzering, what I want to do is I can bring my arm down, or I'm just going to pinch. And as I do that, my arm's going to come through. I'm going to push in, roll, and then come up. So that's the first one. So the first one is done from fetal facing inward. And he hits a whizzer, and that's when you do it. You push, you bring your arm under, just like this, and then you pinch, and you head up and roll. And then pull your arm out. That's number one. Okay, number two will be in scissor side half guard like this. So I'm blocking him. And then what I do is I'm going to kick my leg through and hit an underhook like this. And a lot of people, because your arm's under, they're all naturally whizzer. And by whizzering, you're going to take your leg and you're going to bring it back. You're going to push in and then come under and roll through. There is a knee bar here. Look. There's a knee bar right here when you finish. Okay, so you're in scissor side half guard, defending. Never allow the underhook. Take your leg out, come to an underhook, high underhook, let him whiz, pinch it tight, and reach under that leg and roll through here. Your finish is just to slide down and finish a knee bar. The next will be when we are in a position where I have a seatbelt and he has a whizzer. So one way to do this, to really accelerate it, is you're going to step over your partner's back like this. And as you're stepping over, he's going to be whizzing and driving me hard, so that's when I come under for the roll through. So when you're in the dogfight, which is here, we're hip to hip. There are many ways to get out of this. Number one being just a limp arm. What you're going to do is you're going to step to make him accelerate. My hand can come here or can come underneath. So I could actually do it this way too. Or step over the back like this to really get him to throw me, and then I reach and roll. Okay, that's number three. Number four is when I'm on his side and there's no interlocking of any arms, so he doesn't have a whizzer right now, reach back whizzer. This is, let's say I limp armed out. One more time. So I limp arm out and I pull his wrist, get to the hip, slide to the bicep. Now over here, I bring my head back behind his armpit and I drive him, and then I reach under and roll through. One more time. So we're here, he has a whizzer. I limp arm out, pull his arm here, slide to the bicep, put my head in the back of the tricep, which opens up the side here, and then I'm going to through, and roll. Okay, we come up to the feet. Same thing. We're into this position. T formation. T formation. Toes out, squat. You got your knees, you got your trips, you got your throws, you got your back trips. So the whole thing on this is as he's really trying to whiz, I'm going to step across here and hit the throw. Now this is very similar when you're on their back. This is almost the exact same thing, but it's a back roll and it's called the schoolyard or schoolboy. So all you're going to do is you're going to come here and pull him back. It's almost the same thing. It's a type of roll through. Okay, one more time. So when you're here, you put your hand here and you step sideways and you lay down. You pull him over and then you keep your weight on the leg. The normal finish for me is a cradle. Then my finish usually will be my knee bar. Let's look at the positions one more time. It's all incremental. The first one is when you turn and you're here. He hits a whizzer, that's when you're going to hit your roll through. Sometimes you just push in and then you pinch and roll. The second position would be the side half guard. The same thing, you push to create space and you bridge and roll. Number three, he lifts his leg, other leg, and we're into right here. You're into the seatbelt versus the whizzer position. You step and you roll. Next one, I have a seatbelt, he has a whizzer. I limp arm out, hold the wrist or hold the arm. I put my head behind, I drive, and then I roll. Then we stand up, we get to T formation here, and right from here, I'm blocking. So for slow motion, for training it, you can just drop down and hook and pitch. And the last one is when you're on their back, just like this. And all I'm going to do is hook the leg and step sideways and then come up. And again, the finish here, if you look, the finish could be just a near armbar. Could be a leg crusher right here. It could be a chicken wing kimura or a clockhead scissors. Or my favorite is the knee bar. And that's your finish. It's called the Roll Through Series. Learn it, try it, it works. If you like my videos, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.